Welcome to the Energy for Life podcast, helping busy women reclaim their energy, innate power, and self-worth. Here is your host, Corona Brady.
Welcome back. Welcome to episode 47 of the Energy for Life podcast show, and I am your host, Corona Brady. It's good to be back. It's been a while since I have recorded an episode. I've been incredibly busy running 2 back-to-back retreats in the stunning Blue Mountains. And I'm just hopping on now to record a new episode. And it was actually a video that I watched this morning that really prompted me and inspired me to jump on this morning and record this for you. So every December, it's a really wonderful opportunity to really assess the last 12 months that's been. And, you know, we've just got a little over 2 weeks to go, and we're going to be stepping into a brand new year, 2019. So it really provides a chance for you right now to review your year. And I want to ask you this question today. If you were on your deathbed, and let's say you had one day to live, what would be your greatest regrets right now? It's really important to challenge yourself with this question from time to time so that you actually prevent yourself from stagnating and just putting up with a mediocre life of survival mode and just merely going through the motions. Yet every day I speak to so many women who are in survival mode. They have little to no life force energy, and they're feeling incredibly dissatisfied in many areas, if not all areas of their life. Yet they are choosing to stay in that very place. And this makes me very sad. So again, I'm going to ask you this question today. What would be your greatest regret right now if you had just one day to live? Just pause for a moment and get really, really honest with yourself. Would it be inaction? Would it be the utter lack of trying? Because when all is said and done, this is actually the biggest regret that will truly haunt us. Most end-of-life regrets, they actually center around having the courage to follow your dreams and aspirations, and most importantly, taking action on them. Regret is a horrible thing. And as I said, I watched a video this morning on this very topic, and it's what really inspired me to jump on this morning and record a new episode on this topic today. The guy in the video quoted, "Regret is a real problem that we're all going to have to atone to." And I'm a strong believer of those very wise words. Every single time you choose to say no and you don't do something, what you're doing is you're actually writing out a check made to regret. And that check you're writing for regret, sadly, you're going to have to pay that one day. One day, you're going to have to ask for forgiveness for yourself for all the stuff that you chose not to do and you chose not to try. I have women who say no every single day to me. And, you know, either joining my Energy for Life Academy program or some graduates who've done incredibly well. They got stunning results in my Energy for Life Academy program. And they say no to that next level in our Awakened Woman program. But really at the end of the day, they're saying no to themselves. Let me tell you, I've heard all sorts of excuses because I too was the queen of excuses many, many years ago. Stop telling yourself tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, because sadly, that day will never ever come. That's a true fact. Tomorrow, next week, next month, it's always going to be harder, let me tell you. And it's not going to get easier as the time passes. It's actually not going to get easier when your children finish school. It's never going to get cheaper. It's not going to get easier when you have more money. It's not going to get easier when you buy your first home, when you buy that car. It's never going to feel like it's making more sense. You have to choose to commit, and you have to choose to commit now. And it's far better to live with the mistakes of regret than to actually die with the regret of never having tried. So you actually have to try. So my question here to you today is, where in your life is calling for action? And what's one small step that you can choose to take today? And what does life want from you right now? What does life want from you in 2019? What's trying to come into being through you in 2019? And if you're sick and tired of making the same old excuses and you'd like my personal help, then please head on over to coronabrady.com/apply, complete a short application form. Please provide as much detail as possible. Then you'll be redirected to my calendar where you can choose a day and a time that works best to speak with me. This initial chat, it's always complimentary. It's more of a discovery chat where we will both know very quickly if I can support you, if we're a good fit to work together, and then what that might look like. And you can always read how I've supported and helped hundreds of women just like you over on my website at coronabrady.com. Thank you so much for listening.